They say that when a loved one comes back from working abroad, they bring with them gifts for their family, pasalubong. But what if the pasalubong is you? This is Maria Labo, a Filipino urban legend. Maria is a woman in her late 20s. She lives with her husband in a small village in the province of Capiz. Maria works as a caregiver in Kuwait, tending to the needs of an elderly woman. She sends money home regularly to help her family and save up for a better life. One day Maria comes home. She'd been gone for a year, and she'd saved up enough money to buy a car and a house. She was finally going to be able to give her parents and siblings a better life. But something was different. It wasn't just the bags under her eyes or the way she spoke in a different accent. There was something in her eyes, something inhuman. Her husband tried to ignore it, tried to focus on the good things. They celebrated with a feast, inviting over family and friends. The next morning, Maria told her husband she wanted to visit her sister. She hadn't seen her since she got back. The sister's house was only a 15-minute walk away, so the husband didn't think much of it. He went about his day chopping wood and helping his wife with chores. When the sun began to set, he started to worry. Where was she? Why hadn't she come home? Had something happened to her? An hour passed. He got up to go look for her. As he walked toward her sister's house, he heard laughter. It was coming from inside. He knocked on the door and walked in. There they were, Maria and her sister, laughing and talking. Relief washed over him. He scolded her playfully for making him worry, and the two sisters just laughed. Back at their house, Maria refused to sleep. She kept pacing around, talking in her sleep and mumbling to herself. In the middle of the night, her husband was awoken by the sound of the front door creaking open. Maria was standing there, drenched in blood. Her hair was matted and tangled. She looked wild. She didn't speak. She just stared at him. Then she disappeared. In the morning, Maria was gone, and so was her bag. The husband didn't think much of it. Maybe she'd gone back to her sister's. But when night fell again, he heard the door creak open, and there she stood again, drenched in blood. This time she was holding a bowl. She approached her husband and forced him to eat from it. It was a stew made of pork and human skin. The husband screamed, dropping the bowl. Maria stared at him. Her eyes were black. She lunged at him and slashed him across the face with a knife. He awoke in the hospital, bandaged and stitched up. Doctors told him he'd be fine, that the attack had probably been triggered by stress and exhaustion, but he knew it was Maria. When he looked in her direction, their eyes met. She was sitting on the edge of his bed staring at him, but when he turned his head away, she was gone. Villagers began whispering about Maria. They said she'd become an aswang, a shape-shifting monster that preys on family members and sucks the life out of them. Some said she'd already eaten their child. Fearful, her husband brought a priest to their home to bless it and drive out whatever evil spirit had possessed Maria. But when the priest arrived, Maria was gone. So was her bag, and in her place was a bloody meat cleaver. She is seen from time to time in the villages nearby, always covered in blood and accompanied by the smell of decay. Some say if you see her, she'll ask you to let her in so she can make you a delicious meal. Others say she won't ask at all. She'll simply barge into your house, slash up your family, and feed them to you. If you hear a knock on the door and when you open it, you find a woman covered in blood standing in front of you, don't answer. Don't answer if she asks you to come out and get her bag, just like the old woman did. Don't answer if she calls your name.
If you enjoy chilling horror tales, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment to let us know what scared you the most.